Hey everybody, I have some beautiful Dollar Tree lanterns to share with you, and wait until you see the last one. It's my absolute favorite. But let's jump into the first project. I finally found these metal bow lanterns at Dollar Tree. One of them was $5 and one of them was $3. I think they're so adorable. Now you'll have to bear with me because I didn't have the right candles to put in them, but you get the gist anyway. So I took the Acacia and Fiery Sky from Dixie Belle and just painted the bows, and that's all I did for these, and I think they're beautiful. Let me know what you think. For this next project, I have these lanterns. They were in the party section. Now, I was going to use my spray paint. I went out and bought a red, green, and white spray paint. There you go. But when I went outside to spray them down, the paper is too shiny and it was just dripping off. It was just a drippy, nasty mess. So I only ended up with one of them, but I wanted to show you here how I put it together. The directions are right on the label. You can see right there at the top. All of the directions on how to put it together. So I'm going to just show you this one, and then I only end up using the white one because the pink and the green just are not going to match my decor, at least. I know some people use other colors for Christmas, but this year mine are just the traditional Christmas colors. Now, once I got it together, I have some candles, but they were like an ivory color, and I wanted it to be white. So I painted it with the white cap Dixie Belle paint. I gave it 2 coats, and then I'm taking some Epsom salt and I am just sprinkling it on to the wet paint, just to give it a little bit of a sparkly look. Then I took this greenery. I think I got it at Michael's or Hobby Lobby last year. So I'm just going to cut off one branch, and I'm going to take some of the floral wire that I have in my stash, and I'm just going to make like a wreath, like a circle. And I just kind of tie it together and weave it together with this floral wire. And then once I get that all together, I'm just going to slide it in one of the holes and just lay it down flat on the bottom of the lantern. And then I'm going to add the candle right inside, just like that. Then I am going to take some ribbon that I got at Hobby Lobby, this adorable Nutcracker print, and then the green, if it's flannel or plaid. Yeah, I don't know if it's flannel or plaid. Maybe plaid. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to cut 2 pieces of the green and 1 of the Nutcracker, and then I'm going to like fold it in the center, and then, make the awareness ribbon and scrunch it in the center. All the things I do, tie it up, and then I'll take another piece of ribbon and wrap it around the center to hide the twine that I use to tie it together. Once that's done, I fluff the bow and I just tack it a little bit so that it stays in place so that the Nutcracker is showing. And then I'm just going to dovetail the ends of all 3 tails, 1 on each, or 3 on each side. And then I will just, like I said, cover the center with a piece of the ribbon that I cut off. And then I'm just going to hot glue it right to the top, just like so, of this lantern. And then I'm going to just take the tails and I'm going to like scrunch them like you can see right there. It just gives them a little movement, if you will. And yeah, I do that with both sides. And that's pretty much all there is for this project. I think this one came out so stinking cute. I absolutely love it. Let me know what you think. Okay, for this next one, I have this lantern. It was $5 I got from Dollar Tree. And I am going to, I cut off the tag. Now, I didn't pay attention, and I should have, to how the handle was going. So it kind of falls off to the side instead of the back when it's not being used. But I mean, it's not a big deal, but just be aware of that if you recreate this this lantern. So I'm taking some Mod Podge and I am going to put Mod Podge on the side where like the glass is, and make sure that it's got a good healthy coat. And then I have that diamond dust that I got from Michael's, I believe. And I am going to use that to sprinkle on 3 sides of this lantern. And I apologize, it's blurry. I didn't notice at the time that I was creating this project, so it's a little blurry. So, but you get the basic idea here. Yeah, I was starting to sprinkle it with my fingers and I'm like, it's like glass, so it stabs into you. So you got to be careful if you're using it, but it really makes a beautiful sparkly project. And what I did was I did 2 coats. So I went around, I did the first coat, and then I went back around, just doing the same thing, although I did take the sponge and I kind of dabbed it instead of just brushing it like you see here. Otherwise, I would just brush off all of the diamond dust that I already put on it. But anyway, that's all I did for the 3 sides of this lantern. And here you can see that I kind of tap it along instead of brushing it on to do the second coat. Now I took my new IOD molds, and I took some resin and I made some, I made quite a few actually of the IOD molds. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to take, I had a really hard time getting this cover off, but it's the same Acadia fiery red or fiery sky and the white cap. So I'm taking those colors and I'm going to paint some of the resin molds. This one has trees and a church. And then the other one that I'm going to paint, oh, one of them is just a plain tree. And then the third one is, it's a heart and it's like a Christmas ornament and it has like tassels hanging from it. Now, when you first look at it, it almost looks like a Halloween thing, like a bleeding heart or something. That is not what it is. It is a heart with tassels hanging off of it. I just want to be very clear about that. I'm not into the whole Halloween thing, although I did do a couple projects this year for Halloween that came out so beautiful, but that is totally Essential Stencil's fault, because otherwise I wouldn't have done them. But anyway, let's get back to this part. So I am in the process of painting all of the resin pieces. Once they dried, I took some E6000. So I didn't know, but they have some that's white. And I'm sorry, I'm kind of out of frame here. I think my my camera holder moved on my desk, but so that white is actually E6000, and then I'm using just some hot glue, and I am going to glue. I'm sorry, look at that. I kept telling you guys it's a heart. It's not a heart, it's a bow. Oh my word. Sometimes I feel like I'm losing it a little bit, guys. But anyways, there it is. I just glued everything on to the front of this lantern. I think it's so beautiful. I love it. Let me know what you guys think of this one. Okay, you guys, here's my favorite ones. I have this charger. It's black from the Dollar Tree. Some floral foam. This Santa I got last year. They're $7 now. And then this lantern, which was $7, I got this year. And it's beautiful. So I am going to take this charger and I'm going to cut, I kind of like measure the foam. And then I'm going to cut a piece of the floral foam and I am going to hot glue that right onto the charger. Then I'm just going to take that bow off. I didn't really care for that. And all of the labels. And yeah, and then I'm just going to like push it into the foam. I'm not going to glue it because you do have to take it on and off to turn the lantern on. But I found a way to kind of close it in so that it doesn't really move around a lot. And then I'm going to take Santa and I am going to, or Father Christmas. I see I forgot the tag on the back. I get that later. But anyway, I hot glued him and I used some E6000 as well onto the charger in front of the lantern. And then I'm just taking some of the greenery that I've had in my stash and I'm going to just cut off pieces and I'm going to start filling in all around the floral foam to hide that foam as best I can, using greenery, and then I use some berries from the Dollar Tree and some of that vase filler. Like you'll see all of it. I love how this comes out. But anyways, I'll let you watch for a bit. Then I have these little wreaths. They're stickers, but they're like resin. So I just took the little sticker thing off and I hot glued it onto the lamppost right under the light. It might be a little bit small, but you can see it for sure. But it's not as realistic as I was hoping it would look, but I still love how it came out. Look how beautiful this is, you guys. I even used some potpourri and it had like, it looked like nuts and some pine cones and smells so good. But I love how this came out. Let me know what you guys think of this beauty. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a great big thumbs up. It really helps me out with YouTube. It lets them know that you enjoy my content and they'll push it out for others to enjoy as well. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I hope you'll consider sticking around and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget the bell so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video. I thank you so very much for taking time out of your day to spend with me, and I will see you all in the next one.